Greetings, Wambui Bahati here, Wambui Made It. Today, I invite you to come along with me while I do some sublimation. I'm going to be putting together the luggage tags, which were our giveaway last Saturday night on our live. We had 6 winners, and it's a souvenir luggage tag from the channel. It's pretty much our logo or logo photo, you might say, from our Saturday Night Lives. And on the bottom it says, "Don't get your yarn all in a knot." And then on the back it says, "Live, create, enjoy." And then each winner's name will go right here. And then the month and the year, May 2020. And like I said, the name will be right there. So first, I'm going to take you over to my computer. I'm going to do a screen share. So that you can see me working with the graphics. I'm going to be working in Photoshop. No, I am not a Photoshop person. I think I work with 5%, if that, of what Photoshop can do. Probably just a few, 2% I'm working with, but that 2% works for me. So I'm going to show you what I do over in Photoshop to get the graphics together. And then I'm going to take you over to my sublimation printer, and we're going to print the project out. And then I'm going to take you over to my heat press, and we're actually going to press the artwork into the tag. So we're going to start with a blank tag like this, and we're going to end up with the art on that tag. So come along with me. Let's go to my computer. This is not to bore you. I just wanted to show you the process. This is by no means any type of tutorial on Photoshop or anything like that. I just wanted you to see the process of how the tags were made in case somebody is interested in perhaps doing some sublimation, just kind of giving you an idea of the workflow. So eventually, this is the end game right here, was to get the tags ready so that they could be printed. And I am able to get 3 tags on an 8.5 by 11-inch side of size paper. And of course, this is going to be sublimation paper. It has to be a different paper in order to do the process we need to do. So, so I need 2 of these because we have 6 winners. So I'm going to be printing out 2 of these sheets. So how I got started is the first thing I did was came over here and I said, well, the tags measure 4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. So I created a space that was that size. And I realized, okay, this is what I have to work with. And then I said, well, let me go find something to put on here that is reminiscent of the channel and or our lives, our Saturday Night Lives. And so I found this item, which I have used for a thumbnail for a couple of Saturdays. And so I decided it would make a nice kind of souvenir for this and art for this tag. Now, I know that right here, I've already manipulated this one. As you see, it's not totally straight. It's not centered here on the black. But I had to manipulate it because I needed to move it over, nudge it over just a little bit, because right here is where there's that oblong hole that's in the tag, and that's where the strap is going to go. So I nudged it over a little bit so to clear that hole. And then once I got this over here and I got this in place, I said, well, you know what, I have room in the bottom, so let me see if I can't make a little box over here. And then I changed it to yellow. And then I said, you know what, I want to write something there. I want to write, "Don't get your yarn all in a knot." And so I came over here, and oh my goodness, so many letters to get rid of. What was this, a paragraph? Okay. Oh my goodness, somebody wrote a book. Okay, so I wanted to write, "Don't get your yarn all in a knot." And there, I wanted to write that. And so, and then I manipulated that a little bit. I think I even put a drop shadow behind it. I noticed there was that little line there, which I didn't intend at first, but when I saw the line, I thought it might be okay because it was going to print out as a white line, and I was thinking, I'm thinking that's probably a good thing. And so that's how I got started. And then, of course, once I had the front, then I went back again, the 4 inches by 2 3/4 inch measurements for the back of the tag. And for the back of the tag, I had downloaded something from one of those sites where you can get art, and it's only a few cents unless you're going to use it commercially. Then you have to pay for a more expensive license if you're going to use it in something commercial. And so the thing that I had, because I wanted it to say something creative, I wanted it to speak to the creative spirit of the people on my channel. And so it says live, create, enjoy. And I liked that saying. And so the first thing I did was I dropped the white background out of it, and then I brought it over and put it in the space. And again, I had to keep in mind that there's that hole there where the strap is going to go. And then because it is a tag and a souvenir, I thought it would be nice to have someone's name on it. And so let's just choose a name. I'm going to choose Nellie. If I didn't choose your name, it doesn't mean I love you any less. But I got Nellie. And so I'm going to have, and then when I have the month and the year on it, and then, so I'm going to have Nellie, Carol, Carrie, who I believe wants to be Vivian, and then we have Norada, and then we have Joanne, and then we have Norma. And so those are our 6 winners from last Saturday. So each one of the backs is going to be different because it's going to have a different person's name on it. But that's what I just wanted to show you, basically, so you could get an idea of how that all the artwork came to be and got started. And so the next thing I'm going to do is actually go over here, and I'm going to print, and I'm going to take you over to the printer and to my sublimation printer, and you can just watch it come out of the printer. Really, it's like any other printer, except it's using different ink and different paper. But I'm going to show you that anyway. And then I'm going to go to the heat press, and the heat press is where it all happens. Okay, so let's go over. Let me get this together and start printing this out. Okay. Okay, that was exciting. That was like watching paint dry. But now that they're printed out, the next thing I'm going to do is cut them out, and then I'm going to tape them to the tags, and then we're going to make the magic happen. Whew. Well, this has been quite a journey. I spent quite some time trying to figure out how to get you over there to my big heat press so that you could see what was happening over there. And the lighting was just bad. Everything was just awkward. The camera was awkward. It was just awkward. So I have decided I'm just going to rely on my little Cricut press. It gets the job done. And that way you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Going to be doing. Now I can't do 2 sides at one time. So what I have to do is do one side, and then I have to let that cool. And when that's absolutely cool, then I can put the artwork that we want on the back on. So right now these are still cooling. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And this is set for 400 degrees and 70 seconds. So I'm just going to let that go right there. Oh, I need to start it. All right, so now it's counting down. And So only a few more seconds and we can do the reveal for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this up, put it over here. I need my gloves because that is piping hot. Okay, so I'm gonna move this off and let's see what we have here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have, this one says Norada. All right, so, okay, so let's, all right, so I'm gonna do all the names and then I'll come back and I'll do the backs on them. So the tags will be, ooh, so that's how we're doing, ooh, that is really hot. So that is how we're doing the tags, okay? Okay, true confession, I'm happy with the tags, but I noticed that there is an issue with what looks like bleed through ink, and I don't know why that is on some of them, and they're not always in the same spot, but it's a little spot. Probably if you were buying it in a store, if I was buying it in a store, because of the way the artwork is, I'd say, oh, that's probably just part of the art. But I know that it's not, and so I think they're good. And I said I would send them out on Wednesday, and I'm going to send them out on Wednesday. However, know that I have already ordered more tags from HeatPress Nation, and I can't wait until the morning where I can call and just see if they can give me some advice. I'm not saying, oh, I love HeatPress Nation, and they send their stuff really quick, and their stuff is really good. The reason why I'm saying I can't wait to call them is because I want to call them to see if they can give me some advice as to why it seems like these little bleed throughs. I'll show you what I mean. So you can see, I believe, what I'm talking about. For instance, if I were to see this tag in a store, I would think that that's just all part of the art. And each one seems to have some kind of, I don't know, I'm thinking it's a bleed through thing. And that's probably, I don't know, because on the opposite side, there's so much black and so much dark, to be on the opposite side of something that's white. So I'm really happy with how the tags came out, but at the same time, I know that there's something that's not quite perfect. And so I want to fix that. So in the meantime, though, I'm going to go ahead and send you the tags. I think um, they're workable, they're doable, and that I'm going to send them to you. But know that I, like I said, did order more tags, and I cannot wait for morning so that I can call HeatPress Nation and just ask someone there if they can give me some advice as to what I might be doing wrong here, because I know that's not supposed to happen. And so I just need to find out what the deal is. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the handles here in the tags, and I'm going to send those out. But understand that you will get a second one that's perfect. I'm going to keep working on these until I get them perfect. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. I thought it was going to end a lot different. It turned out it was a learning experience for me too. I found out some things I didn't know, but I'm going to get to the bottom of them. And in the meantime, I wish all of you love, peace, joy, happiness, and the best day and or the best night ever. Until next time.